What's good? What's good? Let me make sure everything good over here, because they be tripping. What's going on, y'all? Here from Cali, a.k.a. Miss Coffee. Hopefully we good. So what's going on, y'all? Like I said, I'm your girl Kim from Cali, a.k.a. Miss Coffee, a.k.a. Auntie Kendra, a.k.a. Don't Want No Smoke up in here. Okay? Alright. So, welcome to Girl Talk, another great edition. It's a new show that I started because I had a whole bunch of girls that said I might talk about a lot of boy stuff. So we decided to do a show dedicated to a whole bunch of girl shit. Let me get these braids right. Let me get these. Just give me a second. Let me make sure that happens. Okay, I think we good. So, I will be having a co-host join me. But before that happens, y'all, it's been a long fucking week. When I say a long week, it's been a long fucking week. It's been a long 47 days. It was a rough battle. Hey, y'all. Hey, Drea. Hey, Joseph. Y'all can hear me okay? Keeps telling me my connection is slow. Let me know if it's lagging. Hey, Neek. Hey, y'all. So, tonight's episode is very, 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 very personal to me. Everybody in the city knows that I lost my niece this week. Hey, Jay. So what I have done is I'm dedicating this show to her. One, she's done many shows with me. Miss Denisha Campbell, a.k.a. Debo, a.k.a. Melanin, a.k.a. Miss Montbello, and all the other goddamn names that she had all over the city. But to me, she was just niece. Hey, Dion. Hey, Becky. Hey, Ned. Plain old niece. And the only time I really even called her by her whole name is when she was in trouble. And then she knew it was time to have tea. And that meant trouble in all the best ways. So, I can't even say for those of y'all who didn't know her, because I feel like everybody in the city knows her. And I can't even bring myself to speak about her with the EDs, you know, because I ain't there yet. And it is what it is. Grieving affects all of us in different ways. And this is one of the ways that I grieve. So, it is what it is. Let me just put this out there. She is not my niece because she is one of my sister's daughters. She is my niece because my niece and her were best friends. And that's how she came into my life. About 15, 16. They were still in high school. They were getting ready to graduate. I had just moved back from California. And here she is. She was the only person that I ever seen with my niece. And as they got older, that's just what it was. She was always around. She was always with me. At some point, her and the boys lived with me when the boys were really little. And then she lived with me again when she was older. She grew up with my kids. Any kid that lived in my house, it doesn't matter how long you was in there. If you lived in my house, you're automatically mine. Everybody knew her for many different things. Some people knew her because she did your hair. And hair, she slayed the fuck, okay? Some people knew her because you went to school with her. She went to Hey Quincy. She went to Montbello. And, you know, a plethora of some other schools. Some people knew her because she beat your ass. I said what I said. I ain't gonna take it back. Y'all know y'all got beat up. I mean, and it's a lot of y'all. I ain't gonna hold you. It's a lot. And, you know, probably after you got beat up, I'm pretty sure you wanted to be her friend, because what you didn't want to do was see them hands again, and that's a fucking fact. Right? Yeah, we're gonna keep it 100. You might have just knew her because you worked with her. You might have knew her because of her smile. You may have known her just from Facebook. I mean, there's so many people, and she touched so many lives in so many different ways in such a short time. In the 30-something years that she was here, she brought so much joy in my life. Just so much. So, I have a story. And I know that everybody has stories. And I'm so glad to see everybody. And again, I want to thank everybody for the love that they have showed. Because her boys are definitely going to need it. And when it's time for us to show up for her, I need y'all to come show out. Like she would have did for you. And that's probably what she did. She probably showed up for you. She probably came and did your hair for free, gave you a discount. She probably watched your kids. She was just that type of person. I ain't saying she was an angel. Ain't none of us out here perfect. Mind your goddamn business. We all got our secrets. We all got our skeletons. It is what it is. We do what we do. Hey, y'all. Hey, I see y'all. But again, she was just niece to me. Okay, here's the story. So, we used to go out. Don't judge me, judge your mama. Okay, yes, I'm older, but I went out with them. One, I went out with them because I don't usually drink. I don't get drunk in public. I don't do none of that shit. So, I'm always the designated not drinker. I'm always the designated driver. So, we went out to the club. Kid you not. Okay. This is the night that we ran into C.J. Anderson from the Broncos. Remember when C.J. played on the Broncos when he was a rookie? Alright, so we at the club. It's both my nieces and myself. You know what I'm saying? We cute, we fly, whatever. We at the club. We done dance. We done sweated. We time to go. We getting ready to go. We hear, hey, hey, hey. We look up. It's a plethora Negroes, okay? I'm like, yeah, we don't do crowds of Negroes. We're not going up there. They're like, hey, come up here. As auntie, I call shots because, yeah, that's what it is. I'm like, nope, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Not. That's one too many niggas, and it's not enough of us. We ain't going. So, next thing you know, Minion come running down. Hey, C.J. Anderson's up there. He wants y'all to come up there and come in the VIP section. You know what I'm saying? Now, y'all know my niece know football like we know football. And I ain't gonna say my other niece don't know football, but she don't know football like me and Niche know football. Because, you know, if it's one thing that she was a Bronco fan. Okay. So, we like, CJ who? The Anderson, the one that just got signed to the team? Okay. we gonna come up there, okay? I say, let me tell you bitches something, okay? I don't give a fuck who up here. We is on a 15-minute time limit, okay? We gonna spend 15 minutes up here. That's it. Ain't nobody leaving. Ain't nobody walking off. Don't get excited. It's only a goddamn football player. At the end of the day, he's still a nigga. And I said what I said. CJ, you know what it is, baby. I still love you. Auntie Kendra got all the love for you, but you know what it was. Okay. Anyway. So, you know, we up there, we chilling or whatever. And we don't stay long. You know, they get a little tipsy. They get more tipsy. And they get so drunk. I got to drive home. These little bitches is so drunk that by the time I got back to my car in the parking lot where my sister was living to drop these bitches off, they so drunk they can't even get out the car. So, at this point, my time limit has expired. My husband like, bitch, get your ass home. It's about 3:30 in the morning. That is all of your time outside. They don't want to get up. I tried to wake them up 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 times. Okay? Not one bitch moved. Not a one. Didn't blink an eye. Didn't lift it. Nothing happened. So I kindly locked the door, left them bitches in the car, and went home. I don't think I was asleep, but, I don't know, 3 hours. I get this call on my phone from disgruntled little people, shall I say. And I do believe that it was Miss Campbell and her funky ass attitude saying some shit like, I know the fuck you ain't leave us in the car. This was the day that Miss Denisha Campbell found out who Auntie Kendra really the fuck was. Okay? Because I scurried over, and I do mean fucking scurried, okay? And when I got there, I was in very much of demand on who the fuck called my phone at 3 o'clock in the morning and had a fucking problem with being left in the car, because I don't even do drunk bitches. It was a very long morning. However, after I said what I said, when I said what I said, everybody was nice and happy. Just one of my many, many adventures with Miss Denisha. I never seen someone fight so hard. I thought that I knew a lot of strong people, but she fought till the end. She never gave up. She never stopped smiling. She was in the hospital laughing, cracking jokes, being her. That never stopped. She never lost being who she was, and it was amazing. When I tell you, the doctors were amazed. We were amazed. I kept saying, I don't know how the fuck you're doing this, but okay. There's one point where, you know, we thought, and then 2 days later, I call her, and she actually called me, and I was like, what the fuck? You're talking? That's crazy. She was sitting up in the bed, and she was laughing, and we was talking about people. But that's who she was. And I just don't think that she could have ever been anybody besides that. She was a mother. She has 2 sons. And I love y'all dearly. And Auntie Kendra will always be here. Always. She fought hard for them. Oh my gosh, she fought so hard for y'all. She never stopped fighting for y'all. I need you to understand that. I don't care what nobody tells you. I don't care what you hear. I'm telling you. nobody fought harder for you two boys than your mother did. She never gave up. She never stopped fighting. That is one thing that she did with everything in her. She loved you more than anything on this planet. And that is a guarantee. And again, I don't care what you hear. I don't care what you heard. I don't care what you see. I'm telling you what it is. Because I was there in the beginning. I was there every step of the way. And I know how it affected her. And I know how hard that she loved you. And I want you to take that. And I want you to keep that. Because nobody can take that from you. Nobody can ever tell you how much she loved you. And how much she didn't. Or what she didn't do. Or if she wasn't there. Or if she didn't come. Or if she didn't call. None of that fucking shit matters. Because she loved you more than she loved herself. And that is 100% true. Facts on facts on facts. She was a best friend. She had many and many friends. Trust me. And many people called her friend. But she had a best friend. And crazy enough, at least for the last 15 years, at least the last 15 that I can remember, anytime that I saw her, I saw Net. That's just what it was. They were always together. I would call her, where you at? Net's house. They listening to music. They eating. Where you was at? Me and Net was out of town. Okay. That's what's up. What you doing? Me and Net finna. I'm talking to Net. Girl. She loved you just as much. You were her rock. You were her ride or die. You were her day one. And boy, did she rock with you. You were more than just her friend. I need you to understand that. You were more than just her friend. You were her sister. I know you know that, but let me say it again. You were more than just her friend. You were her sister. You were there when she needed you. Always. I never heard a time she never ever said, and I mean never said, you know, I called Net, she wasn't there. She might have said that we bickered, but nah. And that was something that I very rarely heard. She rocked with you the long way, sideways, back and forth. Again, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I don't care what they talking about. That is what it is. She loved you. She loved you. She loved your kids. She loved your sister. She loved your mother. I know because she told me. I know because she told me. She was a sister. She wasn't just a big sister. She was also a little sister. She was like in the middle because she got a big sister and she got a little sister. How do I know? Because she told me. Mariah, she loved you. You got on her nerves. That's what you're supposed to do. You're the little sister. That's your job. You did your job well. But she loved you. How do I know? Because she told me. It doesn't matter how much we fight. how much we argue, how much we disagree. That was your sister. And sisters, that's your first best friend. That's the first person you share your secrets with. That's the first person you learn to love more than you love yourself. That's the first person you learn to share with. First person you know that you don't like. First person who gonna wipe your tears. So I know that there was some ruckus. I know that there was some friction. But she loved you with everything in her. Again, I know because she told me. Whew. She was a daughter. Now here's the thing. She was blessed enough to have two mothers. She was blessed enough to have some people in her life that looked after her like she was their own. Kendall, move. She talked about you often. Often. Don't get me wrong. Whoever is calling my phone, somebody better be the fuck on fire. And I promise you. Ayana! Can you call your cousin and ask her why she keep calling my phone? Who else? Yes. That's what happens when you're black, right? Okay. Kendall. And listen, don't get it twisted. I'm not saying that I'm disregarding Keisha. But I'm going to talk about Kendall. Because I seen what you did. I seen how you advocated. I seen how you stood. I saw how you rocked. I saw it. I'm not taking credit from nobody. I'm just saying what I saw. And what I saw was you go to war. I saw you in battle. I saw them coming for you with everything that they had. And I saw you stand your ground. And I saw you be a voice for her when she didn't have one. I saw you rock out in ways that I didn't see nobody else rock out. And again, I don't give a fuck because I said what I said. I stand on it. I ain't never not stood on it before. What?
She said she wasn't calling it.
Okay. So, I'm going to give credit where credit is due when it comes to what I saw. And because I've been in her life a long time, there's certain shit that I just didn't see. So, I can't speak on shit that I don't know nothing about because I didn't see it. And that's just what it is. But what I did see was Kendall when you showed up. I saw you tired. I saw you have to go to work and then get off and come to the hospital. I saw you pull the shifts. I saw you go have to be with your kids. I saw you have to be with your man and then still come back. I saw them throw darts and bullets and bricks, and they threw everything they could at you, and you still stood. I thank you for that. If don't nobody else thank you, if don't nobody else tell you that's what's up, I thank you for that. I appreciate what you did for her. I will never forget that. Again, I don't give a fuck what you heard. I don't give a fuck what they saying. I don't care about none of that. I appreciate you. Everybody on my side appreciates you. Everybody in my house appreciates you. I saw what you did, and I love you for that. She was a friend. To so many. She was a cousin. She has brothers. She was a teacher. And when I say that, because I know she done taught half of us how to comb our hair. I done got taught how many times that I got yelled at about combing my wig from the top and not the goddamn bottom. She was. She is. She always will be. My niece. 3 a.m. phone calls. That's my niece. You need to put some stuff in the basement. That's my niece. I need you to come do this party. I need you to come do this podcast. That's my niece. And when I seen how many people that she touched in the city, I said, that's my niece. And I appreciate the way that she made me feel. So I can only imagine how she made all y'all feel. I feel like I didn't have her long enough. So I can only imagine how anybody else feels. What I need is to keep showing the love. Because what I need is, I need her kids to see that. Because despite all the bullshit, and all the fake shit, and all the phony shit, I need them to see the real shit. I need them to see how everybody loved her. How there was so much respect for her. I need y'all to keep doing that for me. And again, I appreciate that like no other. Hey, Tiffany. Hey, Charlie. Hey, y'all. I see y'all. All right, y'all. Niche, this one's for you, baby. So, tonight we're going to talk about The Village. Okay? And where has The Village gone? Thank you, Becky. I appreciate that, baby. Trust and believe I need it. So, back when we was growing up, we had a whole village. And when I mean a whole village, I mean anybody and everybody could probably whoop your ass. From the schoolhouse to the storehouse, you was liable to get your ass whooped. Anybody, everybody could tell your mama, could call your mama, tell her, send you home with a whooping, and you get another whooping. We also didn't really have like a whole bunch of babysitters and shit. It wasn't no outside people. I watched all my cousins, just like all my cousins watched me, and then it goes on and on and on. What the fuck is going on now? Nobody wants to help each other. Nobody wants to support each other. Like, I mean, I know we live in the baby mama, baby daddy, but god damn. Brothers, sisters, nobody. It's so many of us out here by ourselves doing this to the neck. What the fuck is going on right now? What happened to the get down? Like, man, we used to be in my grandmother's house like 15 deep. It didn't fucking matter. My mother worked 2 jobs, maybe 3. I was always at my auntie's house. I grew up 29th of Claremont when I was here. Because my mother worked 2 jobs, so I was always at my auntie's house. Because my cousins was watching me. Where's the village? What's going on? We don't even want to help each other. We can't call on each other no more. Like, and it's, I don't know what it is. I can't figure it out. That's why we're talking about it, because I'm so lost in the sauce at this moment. Like, I really don't fucking understand what happened. We don't got no big mamas. But you can't go to the neighbor's house anymore. You can't walk down the street. I used to could take a note to the store and buy cigarettes. Y'all remember that? That's how old I am. I'm like old. Like, I don't know how old y'all are, but I'm old, like old. I used to walk to the corner store, to the Holly, and buy my mother a pack of Benson & Hedges menthol with a fucking note. Because everybody in the neighborhood knew who my mother was. Because she drove the school bus. So it wasn't no getting away with shit. You get caught doing anything, you the fucking trouble. You're going to have some help. If your lights is off, I'm pretty sure that you can run the power cord. If the kids was hungry and your mother wasn't going to like be home, I hella could go down to Miss Norris's house and eat after school. No problem. And to this day, I don't even know if Miss Norris is like, I'm pretty sure she wasn't related to us. I just know she was the old lady that lived at the end of the block. Where the fuck is the village? Instead of helping her, we gonna say, she ratchet as fuck. Got all them goddamn kids. They over there ain't got this, ain't got that. We gonna say, house dirty as fuck. Car dirty as fuck. Like, she must be depressed. We gonna say, that nigga over there kicking her ass. What happened to the village? Because I know it take a village. I know that when my husband died, shit got real fucking fast. Like, I ain't had no babysitter. I couldn't call nobody. Nigga, I was going to court by myself. Let alone had a babysitter. My kids was watching my kids. And I swear to God, to this day, Vanessa still got a problem with me because he was watching my kids. Okay? Ask him. He'll tell you. What happened to the village? Do we just not give a fuck no more? They trying to take away the food stamps. They trying to take away the housing. The government don't give a fuck. We're the village. It done got so bad. The teachers are scared and shit. They ain't part of the village because shit, they run it. What's going on, brother? Hey, Brittany, we're the village. It ain't a bunch of guys that's in the hood, you know what I'm saying, coming to this is what happened to the village and why is so many of us single mothers out here to the neck with no help. What the fuck happened? I ain't even putting this on the men. Like, I know, niggas run off, but what the grandmas and the aunties and the cousins? And why is it that a bitch gonna talk about me before she wanna help me? Bitch, you see me depressed. My house is dirty. You see what's going on. Instead, you gonna have a fucking conversation, bitch. You'd rather come over here with your fucking phone and record some shit, put me on blast. I'm not saying me. I'm just saying. But instead, you don't want to come over? You don't want to help me? You don't want to say, damn, bitch, let me take the keys. I got it. Like, you need a break? Bitch, let me come clean up. Let me come clean the kitchen and cook the food. But I need you to get yourself together because why? You can't be you. You can't do shit for you. And you damn sure can't do nothing for the rest of the house if you ain't right. Hey, girl. I'm bringing my goggles on. Let me see if I can catch your comment. Lily, you said, girl, my camera's so stupid. Times have changed. No unity.
Hey,
Hey, girl.
sis.
How you doing?
Girl, I'm good. It's been a week. I'm tired.
Girl, it's been a fucking week.
Oh, yeah.
You
Mhm.
don't even understand.
I feel it. It's something in the air. I feel like I've talked to a lot of people lately too, and they're just exhausted. People are just very much exhausted right now in life.
Besides the fact that it rained all week. That always makes
That
it.
too. I
That
mean,
don't
my
never.
grass is looking gorgeous,
I
but
bet. Okay. Mine is green out there, but still.
yeah, grass is looking great.
Let me see.
How are you? How was your week? What are you feeling?
That's about it.
Yeah,
That's all I can say. It was a rough
yeah.
week. It's been a rough last 2 days, and it is what it is. And you know what's really crazy? I've done this deaf shit so much that I'm used to it.
I feel you there. I feel you there. I have as well. You get numb to it. That
Yeah,
sometimes we forget, as the ones that are strong all the time, we forget to process because we're taking care of everybody else. And we got to stop and process
it
and
kind
just
of
be
makes it
human.
easy. Yeah, as long as
It does.
I keep moving, I'm good. As long as I
Mhm.
keep working, I'm okay. I ain't really. I've had my sad moments. I, I've definitely. I cried a lot yesterday. I cried
Yeah.
a lot yesterday. Matter of fact, I was actually gonna put glasses on because these bags under my eyes, girl, I can't get rid of
Hmm.
them. But I, as long as I keep moving and keep working, I got a lot of work to do. I got a lot of planning to do. Then
Yeah.
I'm okay for the moments. But again, I have my seconds, which is
Yeah.
what it is. So,
Yeah. And you got to have those moments. Allow yourself to have those moments. They are very important. And it's really important to process your emotions. I think at some point, even if it's for a moment and you get up and you keep going. I think it's so important. I experienced where I got to the point where I got overloaded because I had years of loss that piled up, piled up, piled up, and I never processed it. And then I got to the point where I was snapping, I was tired, was aggravated, and I didn't know why, but I'm always there for everybody else through every death, planning the funeral, doing all of the things. But when did Nakia stop to just cry or just be? And I never do
To
that.
fill your own cup.
Mm-hmm.
See, I think people's it. I call it the straw theory, right?
Mm-hmm.
People see that you have a full cup, and, and they come over and they stick their straw in, and they're like, "Oh, this is good," and they don't realize that they're taking from you, right? Because it's so
Mm-hmm.
good. It's good advice, it's good knowledge, it's good friendship, whatever it is. It's what they need at the time.
Yeah.
But it becomes so much that by the time we look up, it's like six straws in my cup, and I don't want to be. I I hate feeling like I'm selfish because I
Mm-hmm.
feel like one, if you called me, you need me, right?
Right.
If we having this conversation, you need to have it. So who am I to be like, nah, I can't do it right now? Like,
Mm-hmm.
because I feel like I would feel horrible if I needed somebody and I called them and they was like, I ain't got the time.
Right.
But
Right.
with that being said, you sucking me dry.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
You
I think it's
know,
very important for us that are those people that always give and are always pouring out of our cups. We have to have boundaries. And oftentimes we don't have really good boundaries to be able to stop for a second, or when we have a quiet moment to refill our own cup or do what we really love or do what we really need. And I also think on the flip side of that, that those of us that are in this position of always filling people up and always helping and we're always there, we also have a duty to teach emotional intelligence and teach people how to get out of that dance. If someone's always calling you, it's always a bad story, it's always chaos.
yeah.
How are we turning that back and teaching them to have that accountability and teaching them to identify what is going on in their life, or what cycles do they have, or what is attracting them to these situations that keeps putting them in the same situation over and over again, so that they can really learn how to grow through it instead of being complacent and always just pulling from us and pulling from us and pulling from
And
us.
two, I mean, growth without work without growth, right? Is dead work. That's how I
Hmm.
feel. Like if you working and you're not growing, if you working and you're not building, if you're not trying to get to the next level or to the next step, then you're staying stagnant. And again, like you said, we're gonna just keep coming back here. Um,
Hmm.
you walked right into the middle of our topic, which is where's our village? And
Hmm.
I think that is a good way to go into that because with I was saying that what we used to have, we don't have anymore. What we used to
Hmm.
have where you can have everyone in the neighborhood looking out for you from school to church to the store.
Hmm.
Everybody knew who you was, everybody knew who your mother was, and you could get a whooping and still go home and get another one. Okay?
Hmm.
And it's just so it's like it's so selfish now, right? It's like
Hmm.
everybody's like, I don't got time for you. It's only for me. I was saying, as a lady, I'm like, it's so many times that I hear, like, oh my God, her house was dirty. She ratchet. Oh, that
Hmm.
type of thing. And we'd rather talk down. We'd rather condemn. For some reason, I don't know if it make a bitch feel better. I mean, it don't do nothing for me personally.
They
So,
misery love company.
right. But instead of saying, girl, you need me to come over and clean up, because clearly you need a break or something. You need me to come take the
Mm-hmm.
key? You know what I'm saying? Like, what you need? Like, let me. It ain't got nothing to do with what you can do for me. It's the fact that I see you
Mm-hmm.
and that sisterhood that, I was even saying when we was little, we didn't have babysitters because my cousins watched me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And now we paying an arm and a leg just for those of y'all that ain't got kids. Don't hop and do it because childcare about $1,500 a month
But
for
there's
one
at
kid.
this point though, there's no choice. Why? Because
Mm-hmm.
it I don't know, man. It's rough.
Yeah,
In our
we
community, I
don't
felt
have it.
so much.
Yeah, and then we don't not even just community, because yeah, we used to have community back in the day. I didn't have no babysitters growing up. We had family, friends. I have godmamas and aunties that I didn't even know wasn't blood related because we were with them. I
That's
didn't know
what
no
I said.
difference. I didn't know no difference. So when people like now I'm introducing these people to my partner and I'm like, oh, this is my auntie. When really I'm like, dang, we ain't blood related. But that woman was there when I was
And
born. You know what I'm
she
saying?
always been my
It
auntie, girl, and
that's all it ain't
that's
gonna
all
be
I
my
know.
auntie. That's all it is. So, and then even when it comes to blood relatives, they're non-existent because I think it's multiple things. It's selfishness. I think it was that don't ask, don't tell in the families,
Mm,
especially the black and brown houses.
mm,
So now those of
mm.
us who were taken advantage of or who were neglected, we don't trust nobody. So family can't babysit or watch my kids. And then these new day and age grandparents, don't even get me started on them
Okay, well,
because it's
now
like
I'm a new age
they don't
grandparent.
exist.
Now I'm a new age grandparent. I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't gonna hold you. I do not do the stuff that my grandmother did because
Hmm.
I'm not the same age as my grandmother. My grandmother was older than I am
Hmm.
when she was my granny. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm 48 good ones, okay,
Hmm.
and still look good. Okay, just
Yeah.
saying. But
Period.
yeah. Also, my granny didn't still have children in her house.
Exactly. Exactly. Exactly.
So she had full time to be a grandparent because her kids had been fucking grown. So by the time we came
Hmm.
along, she was happy to have us around. That's how I felt. Now I don't know how she really felt, but that's how I felt. Now that I'm
Yeah.
a grandparent, I love my grandkids. However, I still have kids. I don't have
Hmm.
little kids, but I still got teenagers and shit. So
Hmm.
it's still so
And I feel
much.
that it was because they're young, they were young parents. And I think that if we don't build community more, we're going to run into that again because you have this younger generation where we're having kids a lot younger than they were maybe back in the day.
Well,
So you're going to run into
because
that
you
where
have
there's,
kids like 13, 12 back in the day.
yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, maybe they was just raised different because these grandmamas these days is trying to still be in the clubs. I need you to watch these kids so that I can just have a nap. Forget going to the club. I'm not even trying to be one of those that's going to the club. Watch these kids so I can take a nap real quick.
Okay, because this tail feather still goes in a circle.
And mine probably will too. I'm just saying. But I think for me personally, that when I do get to that step, that when my kids are still very young, but when my kids do get older and get married and have children, that now it's so ingrained in my mind that I'm going to make sure that I do show up for them because I know how that feels to feel alone. Like you don't have family, you don't have presence. And some of these kids these days, wouldn't even know that they don't know that that's their grandmama or that's their grandpa because they ain't around.
And that's wild
That's
because
wild. Like just have a relationship.
isn't that the core of the village? That's got to be the heart of the village is the grandparents. So if
Hmm.
there's no strong grandparents, because again, I had a granny and a grandpa. I
Hmm.
mean, and then but I also grew up in a household where there was a mom and a dad for a certain amount of time.
Hmm.
So I think I was maybe in ninth grade when my dad left. But other than that, I grew up in a two-parent household.
Okay.
And we didn't grow up like in the hood either.
Hmm.
So, but here's the thing. When my father left, shit got real.
Mm,
So that's not how it always was, but there was a point where when he left and it wasn't the same. And I knew
right.
that there was a strain on my mother at that time, but still she had a village. She
Right.
had my
Right.
grandmother, she had my aunties, she had my uncles and my cousins, and that's how it was. So, what seemed like something that could be impossible now, there was so much support then.
Hmm.
When my husband was taken, there was no village.
Mm,
It was like, what the fuck do I do now? I gotta go to work, come home, make dinner, cook, clean. Like, this is not what I'm used to. We was together 15 years. I didn't have to do no shit like that. I didn't have to do everything by myself. I didn't have to pump my gas. There was shit that was happening, and I'm like, oh, I ain't even used to none of this. Like, I ain't had to do this in years. This ain't even
hmm.
what the fuck I do anymore. And when it came to where I was a single parent, I remember I used to always say, like, I ain't signed up for this shit.
Hmm.
This was definitely not a part of my plan. So I can't even
Yeah.
imagine someone who like out the gate just don't have that.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like even if you didn't get to experience village in your lifetime, and then you are presented with the opportunity, and usually it's when you have children, sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's just having help and support and resources when we're just going through this life shit. And I feel like you're gonna feel it regardless because we were not meant to be alone. We are put here with all these people. We are supposed to band together. We are supposed to help each other. And I don't think it's even so much is what can you do for me is the problem. I think there's more pressure on that now, and it's more on individuals because circles are so small. But if we were village together, it would be like, this is the situation. How can we band together to figure this out? Who can do what and where? Just like back in the day, if somebody would pass there, they would bring food to your house for weeks. This person's
Yeah.
cooking on this day, this person's doing that. That person's going to get everybody's outfits. This person's going to the funeral home. And that's just an example of in one situation where people were coming together. Now it's none of that. And then the people that are community based, there's a lot of pressure on us when we do have circles. We're like, okay, can we figure it out? And I will say, I had to build my village. I had to let go of the one I was born into, and I had to create my own.
It again for the ball heads in the back.
I had to build my own. Like, I will tell you, literally getting ready to come and get online just today, I was sitting there like, my homegirl was like, I'm about to come and drop my daughter off because we're best friends, and her daughter and my daughter are best friends. My daughter is leaving to go to Africa
Right
on
the fuck
Monday
on.
morning. Monday morning.
Right
I'm very
on.
proud of her. I'm very, very proud. And she was like, I want to come spend the weekend with my sister. I said, yeah, come on over. Her mom comes to drop her off, and we're just having girl talk. We're chit chatting. I'm like, okay, I got to do this. I got to do that. My daughter's like, Mom, don't forget to do this. I got to have all of this stuff. Monday is the day. My friend said, hold up. I'm about to say something out my mouth. She said, shush. She said, go get me the list, go get me the papers. We sat there. She crossed out what I had already gotten. She said, go put on your shoes. She took all my kids and said, let's go. I got it. I'm going to go get the rest of this stuff. You got enough. Go get online, go do whatever you need to do, go take a breath, get yourself together. I wasn't expecting it, I wasn't asking for it. It's That's village. Even
That's
if
the
it's
best
not
one.
monetary,
It don't always
stand up for each
have to
other.
be monetary.
It
It could
doesn't.
be, hey girl, how's your morning?
Hmm.
It could be, hey girl, I know you had a bad day, girl. Look, I'm about to come over with some wine, girl.
Ooh, that
Okay? Just
that.
because that type of support is what we need, but we don't have. And it's so sad. Like, it really hurt my feelings. And I feel like with my niece, like you said, sometimes you have to rebuild your family. And I think that's okay. I don't feel
Hmm.
like there's nothing wrong with it. My family right now looks like a patchwork quilt. Okay?
Girl, mine too. Mine too.
Don't
It
nobody
worked though.
in her match. Okay? So, and it's okay. I took in a lot of kids. I put myself in a position where I made myself available to a lot of children on purpose.
Hmm.
So I feel like the family that you are given is not always the family that you have.
Absolutely. 1,000%. 1,000%.
And again, I feel like that's okay because
Hmm.
I still love my family, but the family that I made, oh, I feel some type of way about them.
Hmm. Hmm. And shout out to the mamas who raise everybody else's kids. There is something to be said about that because y'all are some gems. I do what I can do. I'm not gonna lie. I'm more community. I'm gonna help where I can help. But I can't be messing with everybody's kids. I got a lot on my own, y'all. Um, but I actually had met a lady um who I actually knew her son growing up through family. And shout out to Mama Layla. She is amazing. She is absolutely amazing. She shows up, she tutors my son. Yesterday, she had my kids over there teaching them history, teaching them about who they are. These are things that I can't teach them. I am not an older adult that has that history, that has that wisdom. I only got what I got.
Look
And
at your
so
family.
it's so beautiful that she is offering up her gems to my children.
That is
I
amazing.
love it. I love it. So shout out to you as well for standing up for all them babies that you didn't birth. We love that.
My thing was after my son died, kids were my therapy.
Mm,
They helped me way more than I helped them. And then my son's father died, and then my husband died. And it was just like the kids were absolute therapy for me. And it was okay. Everybody always says it like, I swear, like, I don't know how you deal with all them kids. The fucking kids don't bother me. The parents bother me.
right.
I don't give a fuck about the kids. Like they're kids. You know what I'm saying? And I expect for them to be kids. I expect for them to fuck up. I expect for them
Hmm.
to be hurt because that's what you do when you're kids. And that's okay.
Hmm.
I got you. I the promises I make are you can always come here. All my kids know that. You can always come
Yeah.
here. You can always come make a sandwich. You can come get a bowl of cereal. You come change your clothes. It's always been like that. I used to have one. Okay, so all the boys that I raised have boy numbers, right?
Hmm.
Boy 1 through 9. My son is a boy, and then we got boy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay,
Hmm.
boy 7. Rest in peace. When I met him, so my son was really good at bringing home projects. Okay, his thing was he don't like you to be a bully.
Hmm.
And my son has always been very well able to fight. And when I say fight, he'll beat your ass. And
Hmm.
everybody know it. Okay? So with that being said, I'm like, you can't ever be a bully. Because you have the
Right.
skills, you can't ever bully nobody. So what
Hmm.
he did was now he's the protector. So if you were getting bullied at school 9 times out of 10, my son was gonna be like, yeah, nah, I ain't doing that. And now he done
Hmm.
brought you in, and you know what I'm saying. Now you on the team, so now he done brought you home and dropped you off to me. Mom,
Right.
they didn't
Right.
have no. His mom ain't. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, okay, put him in with the rest of them. It's cool. I don't care.
Hmm.
Boy 7 came in one morning. It's like 5 o'clock in the morning, girl. This nigga is coming through the window. Nigga, I almost shot you. First of all, who the fuck are you? And why the fuck is your leg in my goddamn window? You know
Right.
what
What are
I'm
you
saying?
doing?
He like, Kijan said I could come over and I could put some clothes on for school. Okay, that's fine. But I'm gonna need you to come through the front door.
Hmm. Mm.
There was a time where we were, I used to ask these kids, like, you niggas are sleeping in the closet. Y'all on the dresser. When I kid you not, there were so many boys in this room. They'd be sleep in the closet, on the floor, on the bed, on the dresser. They didn't care. I'm like, now I know damn well you got a bed at home. I know you
Hmm.
do. I know you got a room with a bed and a cover. Why would you be here sleeping on the dresser when you could be at home sleeping in your bed?
Cause it ain't about that bed.
I'd rather be here. That's
Hmm.
crazy.
Hmm.
That became my village. That became, we all needed to protect each other. We all
Hmm.
gonna help each other. I'm gonna make sure that the streets don't swallow y'all. But y'all gonna make sure that each other is okay. When
Hmm.
y'all go out, y'all gonna make sure each other's okay. When y'all at a party, y'all gonna make sure each other's okay. Y'all don't leave without each other. Y'all go together, y'all leave together. That's how I raised them.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Because we had to make our own village because like I said, I didn't have one. So we just
Hmm.
created one.
Yeah.
And I think that if we can all have that thought, that same mentality, that we're not waiting on someone to come and make our village. We need
Hmm.
to stand and create one. And we need to start bringing in other people.
Hmm.
Hey, girl, you ain't got no village.
Hmm.
Come on.
Hmm.
You
Hmm.
need help? You need something? I got you.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay to let go. It's okay to stop fighting. You don't always have to wear your cape. You can
Hmm. You
put
don't
it in the
always
drawer.
have to be strong.
Right. You can put it in the drawer. You can fold it up. It's okay. I got you today.
Hmm. And I feel
And it's
like that we're taught so much in the Black community that we have to be strong, be strong, be strong. And part of true strength and true power is being able to process and show your emotions
woo!
and live through it. We
Say
all
you
have
did
this
it.
cape syndrome, especially our Black men. They don't have nowhere to be vulnerable. But that's a whole nother
Mm-mm.
conversation for another
I
day.
Yeah,
That's a
because
whole
they
another
can't be
conversation.
sensitive, girl. They can't cry or nothing. God damn it.
I know our poor men. Don't worry. We gonna stand up for y'all. We gonna get it right. We gonna get it right, y'all. We gonna get it right.
Well, with that being said, y'all know what time it is. Ooh, that time goes so fast. I
They
swear.
do every time.
Every time.
Get on here running our
So, okay.
mouths. Little girl talk.
Okay. And I thank you guys because at the end of the day, you could have been anywhere. But before I go, there's a couple of things that I would like to say. First and foremost, tomorrow at 5 o'clock, we're doing the balloon release at Montbello High School. The colors are purple and white. I need you to come and represent. I understand that tomorrow is kind of last minute. 5 o'clock is a little sketchy. I do understand that. No problem. If you cannot make it, it's okay. We're going to do some other things. I don't have all the details. I just know we're going to celebrate my niece like y'all never seen before. And that's a promise because that's what she asked for. And I'm going to make sure I do that. I made a promise to her, and I'm going to keep my promise by all means necessary. With that being said, if anyone wants to donate anything, I don't care, flowers, cards, pictures, money, time, plate, food, I don't care, because we need it all. We need it all. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, if you've ever buried someone before, you know what it is. I ain't begging. I'm not even asking. I'm just telling y'all what it is. So, if you feel it in your heart, if you loved her, if she touched your life, if she did your hair, she changed your life. Trust me. There was a moment in the hospital where the doctor asked her, "What do you like to do? Who are you?" And she said, she said, "I love doing hair." And then the doctor said, "Why?" And she said, "Because I can change someone. I can transform someone. I can make someone feel good about themselves when they didn't feel good about themselves before. I can make someone look at themselves differently. And that right there makes me feel good. That gives me joy." She did that for so many of us. If she put her hands in your hair, she changed your life. If you had a chance to sit and talk to her, she changed your life. If you laughed with her and got a chance to experience her presence, she changed your life. So again, I'm not even asking. I'm saying, if it's in your heart, inbox me, and I'll give you the details of how, when, and what you could do to help us celebrate her in the best way possible. Again, I would like to thank the city for all of your love, all of your support. We've all seen the messages, we've seen the posts, we've gotten everyone that has reached out, and on behalf of the family, I say thank you. We definitely appreciate it. It was not an easy 47 days. I will remember these 47 days for the rest of my life. But I will remind you that I seen her fight. She never gave up. Never. And I'm going to honor her for that. And that's a promise. Thank y'all for coming out tonight. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for showing up. Thank you, Nakia. I appreciate you. Thank you guys for all the comments. I have not responded to all of them. I can't see anymore at this moment, but I will go back and y'all know I got y'all. But thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. Antoinette, I love you. Kendall, I love you. Kajan and Chip, I love you. Mariah, I love you. We got this. We gonna get through this. I promise. Auntie got you. Thank y'all for coming. We gonna see y'all
Thank you,
same bad
sis.
time. Same bad channel. See
Thank
y'all.
y'all.
Bye.